point, which, two lines or well, where two lanes intersect, that makes a line, but where two lines intersect, that's a point. So there is a location in the expanse that God spoke. Uh, God is, if you like mathematics, which I actually did, I went through a lot of school, in SMSG binary computer math or mathematics, and did different bases and things like that. There's a binary base, which is very much used in computers right now. In computer language, it's just 0 and 1. But there's a hexadecimal, which is a base 10, probably because we have 10 fingers. But your money is that, how much money do you have? Every time you look at your bank account and you translate those numbers, well, each number one you see, that automatically there's 100 pennies in every dollar, and every dime, and 20, 30, 40, 50, up to 100. And there's no integers that can be added in that, because it's a Dewey Decimal base 10 mathematics system. But if you go into 7 or something like that, then things can be very, no, things are still accurate. You just have to understand the base. That's why in the Dewey Decimal, we can do everything in zeros and twos, or computer language. It's done. And it's accurate. But in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, or the heaven and the earth. And he put that earth, that now comes matter. Material comes into being. It's without shape. It doesn't have anything, because it takes motion to turn something, to shape something. If you have a blob that you need to turn into a square, it requires a force to exert, or to put motion on it, to take the things that are running out the sides and push them together and make them equal to the height of the thing, and have a cube or have a sphere. But the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the deep, and then there was that motion that was there. And that kind of sums up the whole, thing that, but as far as the ex nihilo thing, or the ex nihilo, which actually means that when God made the matter, which he made in time in the beginning. So now you can have a density, you can have a blob, you can have a sphere, you can have a world that needs to have shape put to it. So the Spirit of God moves and reshapes it. But the initial incident of the matter appearing is the act of bara, that God is creating something out of nothing. There was no potential energy there. There was no 10 seconds, or 10 1/millionth of 1,000th, or one infinity of a second before the Big Bang. Well, where did the bang stuff come to be banged from? I mean, where did it come out of? There wasn't any place. So God actually brought it forth, or no, he didn't bring it forth. I'm sorry. He created it. Bara is he created. Where did he create it from? No, that would be made. If you go into your kitchen and you take peanut butter and you take jelly and you take bread and put them all together, you have made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich from the stuff you found in your refrigerator. Okay, but if you go in there and there's nothing, if you cause the peanut butter to exist and you cause the jelly to exist and for the bread to exist because they didn't exist, then you created it out of absolutely nothing. And there's only a limited amount of things. God created the material world. He created mankind. Man was created. These things that he makes are ex nihilo. We didn't exist. I'm sorry if you're who is it, the Mormon or something like that, that we all were pre-existing people, and God put us in little body capsules or earth suits so we could walk around here. No, you didn't exist. We did not exist until God brought us into, first he brought Adam, and then he brought Eve, and Adam was actually made, and his descendancy, just like trees whose the fruit, their seed is in themselves, and the plants, the herbs, and the living things, they have their seed in themselves. Well, we have been created, or let me correct that. We have been procreated. Okay, because Adam received the ability, and man has the ability to procreate. And it's very close. If notice, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. A lot of your kids have not only your looks or your physical characteristics, They probably have some of your personality, some of your temperament, or